Behind the scenes, Hancock and Sunak practiced COVID briefings. Leaked clip reveals communication strategy. A newly surfaced video clip has stirred public interest by offering a rare glimpse into how government officials prepared for some of the most closely watched press conferences in recent UK history. The footage shows former Health Secretary Matt Hancock and then-Chancellor Rishi Sunak rehearsing COVID-19 briefings during the height of the pandemic, prompting questions about the government's communication strategy, transparency, and the role of media presentation in crisis management. The clip, which appeared online earlier this week, shows the two ministers practicing lines, coordinating delivery, and discussing tone ahead of an official COVID update. While some online reactions have portrayed this as evidence of manipulation, others argue that rehearsal is standard practice in high-stakes communication, especially during a national emergency. So what exactly does this video show, and why has it attracted such a strong response? The leaked footage, reportedly filmed in early 2021, depicts Hancock and Sunak standing behind the familiar podiums used in Downing Street briefings. They are seen practicing their opening remarks, adjusting posture and voice tone, and engaging in light, informal banter as aides monitor from off-camera. The content does not include any misleading information or scripting of false data. Rather, it appears to be a routine preparation exercise aimed at ensuring clarity and consistency during live broadcasts that were viewed by millions. Both politicians can be seen focusing on how to deliver messages effectively, including rehearsing phrases like, "We are guided by the data," and "Public health remains our top priority." Reactions have been swift and sharply divided. Critics of the government's pandemic response have voiced concern over the level of polish and presentation involved in what were perceived as urgent and impromptu national addresses. Some commentators on social media used the clip to question whether the government prioritized optics over substance. They were more concerned with how it looked than what was being said, one viral post claimed. Others defended the practice, emphasizing the importance of rehearsed communication during a health crisis. Of course, they rehearsed its public speaking at the highest level. That doesn't mean the message was fake, wrote another user. Government spokespersons have declined to comment specifically on the clip, but sources close to Whitehall stressed that rehearsals are a routine and responsible step in managing national communications. Former government media advisor Claire Morrison offered this perspective. In crisis communication, preparation is not only normal, it's necessary. The public expects reassurance, clarity, and structure during moments of uncertainty. A poorly delivered message can do more harm than good. Media and communications experts have also weighed in, noting that the line between authentic leadership and media strategy is often blurred. Dr. Samuel Kerr, a lecturer in political communication at the University of Leeds, explained, "We often imagine political figures as speaking spontaneously during briefings, but that's rarely the case, especially when lives are at stake. What this clip highlights is not deception, but the choreography required to manage complex, high-pressure messaging." Kerr adds that while it's understandable for some to view rehearsal skeptically, the alternative unscripted chaos could have worsened public anxiety during the height of the pandemic. It's worth remembering the extreme pressure ministers were under during the COVID-19 pandemic. Every public word carried immense weight, with economic, social, and emotional consequences for millions. In that context, rehearsing talking points before going live was likely seen as a duty rather than a performance. During the height of the crisis, government briefings had to communicate testing availability, vaccination plans, lockdown measures, and more, all while responding to shifting data and public concern. In that light, the video can also be seen as a window into the human side of leadership. Far from a scandal, it may simply reveal how ministers brace themselves to deliver serious, often distressing news under the scrutiny of a nation. The emergence of this clip has reignited conversation about transparency, but it's also a chance to ask broader questions. What do we expect from our leaders during national emergencies? Should the emphasis be on delivery, spontaneity, or precision? It also highlights the need for media literacy among the public, understanding that political communication is a discipline in itself, and being polished doesn't necessarily mean being dishonest. As Rishi Sunak now serves as Prime Minister, and Matt Hancock has since stepped away from frontline politics, the video offers a look back at a tense period in UK history. Regardless of one's political views, the moment invites reflection on how we judge leadership, not just for what is said, but how it's said. In a world increasingly shaped by visual media, how politicians present themselves matters. But that doesn't necessarily equate to deception or manipulation. The brief glimpse offered by this behind-the-scenes footage reminds us that communication, especially during crises, is an art grounded in preparation. If you found this breakdown informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more balanced coverage of UK politics.